Hi guys, how's it going, and welcome back to another predictions video. In today's predictions video, I'll be going over all my second round predictions for the Friday and Saturday games. Obviously only one on Friday, which is tonight at the time of filming this, and that's Tranmere versus Brackley Town. So I'll be covering my prediction on that as well. However, I don't know what time this video will be uploaded, so the game might have finished. The game might be, going on still, so I don't know, but I'm going to include it anyways. Last time I did the FA Cup predictions, I absolutely bottled it. I think I only got one right, and that was the Bristol Rovers versus Walsall game. So yeah, I'm looking to improve on that one this week. I am going to try and do my Sunday predictions as well. But like I say, it depends if I have the time or not. But hopefully I do. So it just means another video out on the channel for you guys to watch. So yeah, hopefully I can find the time. And yeah, I will keep you updated on my socials. But yeah, if you do go on to enjoy this video, feel free to smash like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Also, feel free to comment down below your score predictions for your club's game in this weekend's FA Cup second round, if your team is still in it, that is. But yeah, let's get straight into the predictions. Right, so like I said, I will be going over the Tranmere versus Brackley game as well. I have gone for what is my biggest prediction of the whole of the Friday and Saturday games, obviously with there only being about 10 or 11 in this one, so the video will be shorter, but I thought I'd split it up into two. So I've gone for 6-1 to Tranmere now. Brackley Town, they did well to progress to this stage, however, they only just about scraped it. I think it was on pens in the end. Tranmere, they've picked up some great form. James Vaughan, he's on fire. He's turned this season around within the blink of an eye, and I think Tranmere look like a threatening side again, like this should be. I think Brackley, they will put in an admirable performance through the one goal. But yeah, to be honest, I just think very respectable side Tranmere on the form that they are on. And yeah, I think they will win this one by quite a large margin. Moving on to the Saturday fixture. So the first one I've got down is Morecambe against 11th place National League side Solihull Moors. They did well to progress through to this stage of the competition. They're a decent side of Solihull. I think maybe in a couple of years' time, I think we could see them maybe pushing to get into the Football League. But I have gone for a 2-1 win to Morecambe. Morecambe, they're not on the best form, slightly on and off. They had a good start to the season though in League 2. Did well to get through to this round, like I say, with Solihull. Quite similar playing sides, I think. I mean, when we played them a few years ago, I think they're quite a similar side to Morecambe. Obviously, I haven't really watched Solihull since then, so I can't really judge on that. But yeah, I think it will be close, but I do think Morecambe will edge them in this one. Gillingham against Exeter. Now, this is quite a simple one. Exeter, a decent side, 5th place in League 2 currently. Gillingham, I'm not sure where they are in League 1, but they're a solid side. They're not amazing, but, they're a very solid League 1 side, to say the least. And I have gone for a 1-0 win to Gillingham. I think there's not really much more to say on that one. Next up, we've got Newport versus Salford, and I think this will probably be the most entertaining game of the weekend, potentially. Newport are on a strong run. I think that'll be set to continue. I've gone for a 3-2 win to Newport County. Obviously, top of League 2. Salford, I do believe, are around the area of the playoffs. I think they're 6th. I might be wrong on that one. I hadn't checked before this. So, yeah, again, me not being prepared. But yeah, regardless, it's going to be a brilliant game. Obviously, Salford got Ian Henderson, but then Newport, what a squad they've got. I mean, even the likes of Kevin Allison getting in on the action shows that age is only a number. Moving on, we've got Bradford versus Oldham. These two sides clashed in the EFL Trophy. I think it was about 2 weeks ago now. Oldham did come out on top. Bradford have recently given a 1-year contract extension to Stuart McCall. It's a big move. I think some of the Bradford fans would, start to call him to be sacked after a poor run of form. However, the club have shown some trust in him quite clearly. And I do think that there's something going on behind the scenes that, they're clearly backing him. And I think it shows that they've been strong with this, and they're not taking, this lightly. They're giving Stuart McCall more time. And I think that's exactly what he needs for their man Bradford City. And this might shock some people. I have gone for a 2-1 win to Bradford. I just think Oldham, quality squad, the likes of George Blackwood, Zach Durnley, great players. But I think Bradford, since the contract extension, I think that'll give Stuart McCall and his lads confidence. I do think they can turn it around. Obviously, they had a 7-0 win in the first round. That was very good for them. But I do think they will have gained confidence. And, yeah, I think that's how this game will play out. Moving on to my side, second place in League 2, Cheltenham Town versus League 1 side Crewe. Played this side twice last season, obviously. Played them away from home and at home. At home, tight game. We went 1-0 up and then they found an equaliser. The game did end 1-1. Struggled to break them down, really struggled. And then that continued. That train of events continued when we played them away. Obviously, I managed to get to that one, that away game at Crewe. And we struggled. I mean, we had some big chances, don't get me wrong, and we didn't take them. But we did struggle to break them down. And if I'm being honest, unfortunately, I can't see us getting a result here. We are at home. Home advantage, obviously. But I'd like to say I think we could get a result here. But I think we'll go into it with confidence, don't get me wrong. But I just think we will get edged by Crewe in this one. And it will be close, but I've gone for a 1-0 win to Crewe Alexandra. Right, next up is Harrogate versus Blackpool. Blackpool are 15th place in League 1, so they're doing alright, pushing up to mid-table. Harrogate, again, they're doing decent considering they only came up last season from National League. Decent side of Harrogate, you know, good solid League 1 side again, just like Gillingham are Blackpool. And I think, to be honest, it's going to be quite a simple game. I don't think it's going to be very high scoring. I've gone to a 2-0 win to Blackpool. I think, again, it's as simple as that. I just can't really see Harrogate pushing past, you know, a big name side like Blackpool. Obviously, a lot of history around Blackpool FC. And, yeah, I just think that Harrogate won't have it in them to get a result in this one. Moving on, we've got a all League 1 clash. Plymouth versus Lincoln. Lincoln are 3rd and Plymouth are 11th in League 1. And as we know from a few years ago, Lincoln love a cup run. Obviously, under the Cowley brothers, they got to, I think it was the round before the quarters, or it might have even been the quarters. They got sent out by Arsenal, who were on good form at the time. But obviously, that doesn't really play a part in what's happening now. I think Lincoln, they're on good form and they will be pushing up the table this season and maybe even pushing to get into the Championship. Obviously, great story behind Lincoln, you know, coming up from National League off the FA Cup run under the Cowley brothers, like I say. I think they do have a big chance of going up in League 1 this season, up to the Championship. But in this fixture, I have gone for a 2-1 win to Lincoln. Plymouth, great side, really, really good side. They came up from League 2 last season and, you know, they're picking up where they left off, essentially, under Ryan Lowe. Great manager. But I just think the difference in the table is going to play a part in the confidence of this one. And I do think that Lincoln will manage to snatch this one away from Plymouth and send them out in the second round. Moving on to the second last prediction in this video. Portsmouth against Kings Lynn Town. Obviously, them picking up a shock 1-0 win against Port Vale to send them through after an 82nd minute winner from Sonny Carey. Huge for them. They will go into this confident. You know, big ups to them for getting through. Portsmouth, brilliant side. Great history behind the club. And I would like to see them back, you know, up in the top 2 tiers soon. Because that's, I think, a club like Portsmouth, that's where they belong. Obviously, not so long ago, they came up from League 2. And on the final day when they won the title, it was against us at Fratton Park. So, yeah, but that's beside the point. I think it's one of those where, you know, Kings Lynn, credit to them, like I say, for getting through, but Portsmouth going to outclass them. And I think it's going to be 3-1 to Portsmouth. I think Kings Lynn, again, they will put up a fight. They've got the confidence there, nothing to lose going into the second round, but I do think Portsmouth will win this one 3-1. And finally, we've got Peterborough against Chorley. Obviously, they beat Wigan 3-2 to reach this stage, and Peterborough sit second in League 1. Peterborough, cracking side, absolutely brilliant. They've got some brilliant players. The likes of Dembele, obviously, Smodics. They've also got Broom from us. I'd like to see him be started a bit more for them. I think he deserves it. But obviously, they've got a great squad and they've got a bunch of brilliant players competing for those starting 11 spots. And I think Chorley, don't get me wrong, they are a decent side. They're not a bad side at all. But I think Peterborough, they're not going to go into this one, you know, thinking, it's FA Cup, you know, it's not the league. The league's going to be the focus because, you know, in all fairness, the league is going to be the focus for them this season. But I think they will want to progress in the FA Cup as well. But like I say, they do have an in-depth squad. They do have a great depth of quality at Peterborough. And I think that's going to shine through for them. And I think it will be a 2-0 win for Peterborough. But that is it for today's video. Thank you all very much for watching, guys. Feel free to comment down below, like I say, your club's score predictions. Feel free to comment down below if you do disagree with any of mine. Obviously, a lot of them, for many fans, will be controversial. I understand that completely. And at the end of the day, that's football. Everyone has their own opinion. But yeah, like I said, that is it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a class rest of the day. I'll see you in the next one.